RusAme reader, Crow Song, and today I will be reading to you from Handcuffs by Raccoon Mania. Now, on to Chapter 7. Russia looked at America, eyes intensely observing the American, calculating whether the striped country would remember or not what Russia was about to do. After all, Russia has a high tolerance of liquor and alcohol, meaning that even if he was drunk as fuck, by the usual standards, he was quite accustomed to this and eventually developed an ability to remember events of when he was drunk. If he had consumed double of what was used during the game, he would have passed his tolerance limit. But back to the topic at hand. Judging that it was quite unlikely that America would remember anything, Russia leaned forwards, scooting towards America, who noticed nothing. Russia sighed, then hugged America, setting his head on America's shoulder. After a few seconds, Russia pulled his head back, now facing America, their noses barely touching. It's now or never. Russia went forwards and rapidly placed a small kiss on America's lips. You have no idea for how long I've wanted to do that, Russia said, slurring a tiny bit, and his accent making him much less comprehensible than usual. Okay, so maybe he wasn't thinking all too straight. Oh well, what difference does it make anyway? Not like his father could do much to protest anyway. The guy was dead. America began giggling. It started getting creepy to like horror movie level creepy. Suddenly, America pounced on Russia and latched himself onto Russia, putting their cuffed hands in some pain. America nuzzled his face into a surprised Russia's shoulder. Russia, I love you too, America mumbled, still slurring his words. At that, Russia had a grin break out, and rather awkwardly got up, still carrying America, stumbled to the American's room, and finally tripped on a book America had left lying around on the floor of his room. Russia hit his head, which most likely was what stunned him, making him go limp. But make no mistake, although Russia appeared to be asleep, he was awake, not asleep. America ended up in the same state of mind as Russia, and the two laid on the ground, giggling like idiots. Canada called multiple times, each time the phone going to a voice recording of a message saying, "Yellow, call me back some other time. I'm currently doing something." Canada eventually called Mexico. Canada and Mexico used to be together a long time ago, but the two eventually ended up not working out all too well. Luckily, they remained wonderful friends to this day. So, oh well. America, hello? Mexico called out from a window. He sighed and put on an old, tattered, worn-out glove with which he used to open the door. Not locked. Mexico wandered through the halls, calling out occasionally. Eventually, he made his way to America's room. Opening the door, again with the glove, Mexico didn't see anyone. Not at first. Then he looked at the ground, purely by accident, and saw it. "Dios mío!" Mexico exclaimed. "Means my God." If I may remind you, he was one of the countries with a front row seat to the fight at the UN meeting just a few days ago. But after a third look, Mexico began laughing. I mean, you would too if you saw one of the most intimidating countries ever, Russia, lying on America in a rather compromising position. Plus, the Russian was drooling, so was America. But Mexico knew from all the parties America went to that if America drank too much alcohol to the point of being in some sort of paralyzation, he almost always drooled. However, it was quite comical to see Russia on top of America in the position and state of mind that they were currently in. So, yeah, Mexico took a few photos, which he sent to Canada. Canada then sent it to Belarus, and the two had a good laugh at that. Of course, feeling much better that the two, America and Russia, weren't dead yet. Honestly, many countries were betting money on the two opposing countries would have killed each other within the first day of being handcuffed together. Mexico left quietly, closing the door, and left the house. And that is the end of this chapter. I hope you've enjoyed. The link to the Discord is down in the description. We have a lot of fun there. Come join us sometime if you want. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, afternoon, morning, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time. And I will see you tomorrow.